Hey, what's up, Michael?
Hey, what's up, Brady? You busy right now?
A little bit. I'm just editing a recent photo shoot I did for a car company.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, I guess so, but if you're editing 600 plus photos from the couch, it gets
Wait. You're actually editing photos while sitting on the couch.
Yeah, man, I put the home in home office. Hold on, man, somebody's at the door. Give me a second.
What's up, Brady?
Wait.
Today I'm invading Brady Keegan's space, but let me give you a bit of a backstory for some context. Brady is a photographer with a passion for beautiful landscapes and coffee. We first connected through Instagram back when it was mostly just a photo app, and since then we've worked on a couple of projects, and I even had him as a guest in the Coffee with Creators podcast. Usually Brady's out on adventures, so he prefers to have a mobile workstation. However, recently, he was hired as a content creator for the JFL network, which happens to be owned by one of my favorite tech influencers, John Rettinger. So now he spends a lot more time working from home on his very modest desk. Now there's nothing wrong with that, but I thought I could make his space a bit more substantial. You know, because he's my friend, not because he knows John. Welcome to Brady's new home office. So Brady, can you tell us again what you actually do for a living?
Yeah, so I'm a photographer, videographer. Mainly I work on Snapchat shows for JFL Network. That's John Rettinger, Apple Circle, anything that falls under that tree.
Saw that wordplay there.
Yeah. Most of the shows I work on are either Apple-based or actually Marvel. Our Marvel show is called Geek Seat. I'm a huge Marvel MCU fan, so I get to wake up and talk about my favorite things and make videos about it.
Full-time content creator, essentially, for the JFL network. You take photos as well.
So my professional career started by doing product photography freelance-wise. Then I did it in the professional sector for a corporation. Left that, and now I'm having even more fun making videos.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So my question is, why are you editing on your couch? I've known Brady for a few years now. I've worked with him on a few other projects, and just recently we just started this conversation about having his own dedicated space. So I thought, hey, why don't we try to make something that's a little bit more you, just to make sure that when you're working, you actually enjoy working in your own space. Obviously, thanks to a lot of these really great sponsors. So far, what's your favorite, or what's the biggest change for you in this new setup?
Starting from a ladder desk, it was maybe 2 feet wide and then went vertical. So all my storage space and everything was up. So now to have everything wide and I can have multiple screens, have more space to actually live and work with, that's massive. But honestly, the biggest part aside from the aesthetic changes is this chair. It doesn't look like much, but to have perfect lumbar support, a nice natural recline, flexibility, an incline, it feels so good. It is incredible.
We had the chair shipped to his address. And I asked him, I said, Brady, what do you think of the chair? And he's like, you're not gonna believe but this is one of the most comfortable chairs I've ever tried. And I thought he was just pulling my leg. So when I got to his place, I had to try it out myself. And he's right. It looks like a simple chair that you would not even consider for sitting for long hours. It doesn't look cheap, but it looks like it reminded me of those plastic chairs that you get when you're in a pinch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, this is a plastic chair too, and that's what NoHo's thing is. They're the sustainable, made from recycled plastics.
Right, exactly.
The reason it's so big for me is because I'm sitting at the desk for 8, 10, sometimes 12 hours a day, and to sit in something uncomfortable and unergonomic, it really puts a strain on your neck, your back, your arms. So to be able to sit back and actually have my back supported while I'm working is huge. It's such a game changer. Just purely by aesthetic, I love this maple riser. It adds that pop of flavor and emotion to break it up from the sterile white and black. Of course, then the cork linings too and the cork feet help that transition. I don't know, the whole aesthetic just makes me feel positive where I'm working.
Which is definitely what you want when you're sitting in a space. I remember you showing me that your 14-inch MacBook Pro fits perfectly within this little space in the desk shelf. Talk about the peripherals. What do you have there?
Starting with the keyboard, the MX Keys Mini is great, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily a game changer keyboard. The MX Master 3 mouse though, That is probably the best tool I've ever spent any money on. Knowing that I do full-time video editing, I've been able to customize every single one of the buttons on this mouse to be functional for what I do. And ergonomic too, it's comfortable. It's the best mouse for the money.
What do you think about the Grove Made leather desk mat?
Incredible. It's nothing but quality.
I noticed that you put like a little charger, like a magnetic puck right there. If I didn't see you put it there, I actually wouldn't even know where you're charging your phone. But I think that's a really simple and handy solution to keep things tidy.
Found this hanger for like $11 or something
Nice.
on Amazon. Yeah.
You also added the LED strips right behind the monitor, which gives you some backlighting.
Yeah, and it was massive for me. I know the video says otherwise because it's nice and bright in here. My apartment's pretty dark. We don't get a ton of natural light. So having the light bar was huge just to be able to see the surface and actually work in an environment that was bright and directional. And then to add the Govee lights on the back, that just helped further separate the screen from the wall. Every bit you can optimize your workspace, it just helps it a little bit more, makes it a little bit more pleasant.
And that also goes back to the riser. Aside from the pop of color that you mentioned, it actually is very functional. I love how it looks right now. I think it has a lot of personality. It definitely speaks to you. I can't wait to see more of your content. And speaking of content, how can people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Brady Keegs. My YouTube, you can just search Brady Keegan or click on the link on my Instagram or Twitter.
It's been a fun little project for both of us.
Thank you so much for helping with this.
I want to say thank you again for the sponsors for this video. To Grove Made, I want to say thank you to NoHo.
Yes,
Please
thank you, NoHo.
click on the links down below in the description box so that you can find out more about these great products. We'll see you guys again next time. Oh, well, I don't even know. Oh, here, right here.
Yeah, with the Snapchat platform, so most of my days consisted of getting a phone call. Great. That's okay.
You want to answer that?
No. Mainly these days I'm working for JFL Network. God, I can't waffles.
It's okay.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
It's okay.